guys, I have with me the one and only Memento. Now, the last time I had a stream with Memento, it was an interview about him 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. Now, a lot of things happened with Memento. I'm gonna let him introduce himself a little bit. Memento, you have the mic.
Well, I'm Memento, and I've been playing League of Legends professionally for, man, how many years has it been? Like 8 years, I think.
Wow.
It's been quite a while. Both my parents are from Morocco. That's kind of how I got to know Momo, and well, the rest of the Arabian Moroccan community.
He played in LEC, or was it EULCS?
Both. It was both.
Okay, so just so you know, guys, we have a pro player who's very pro in what he does. Yes, so we have an LEC. Also, he plays in LFL now, right? The last 2 years, he's
Yeah.
been playing in LFL.
That is correct.
What is that? Yeah, it's like.
No, it was a yeah because our split was horrible. That's not a yeah because I don't want to talk about it. Let's just move on to the next subject.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you watch the best of 5? DRX versus
Yeah,
Gen.G?
I watched all of them.
But
Okay,
I want your analysis on that.
okay, so I think DRX, it makes sense to actually think that the Gen.G are gonna win. I mean, considering that DRX didn't win a single game the entire year versus Gen.G.
Yes.
Like, they got absolutely obliterated.
Exactly.
And I even tweeted, I made like a very embarrassing tweet, and I said that I was like, yeah, I mean, after first game when Gen.G like won, I was like, yeah, it looks like they have a mental block and DRX are probably going to get 3-0'd. Like, it makes sense, right? Because they've been stomped the entire year and it was just... I just didn't see them actually winning after the first game. And then somehow they were like, okay, can you curse on the stream?
Yeah, it's fine.
So they were like, fuck you. And they decided like, okay, we'll just win everything. Or Zeka decided that he'll just win everything. So I was like, okay.
I mean, how can you do a reverse sweep after losing that second game? How? You need an insane mental, honestly.
Honestly, that second game was probably the best game like I've seen in League of Legends for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the fact that in all my 10 years that I've been playing this game, or how long has the game been out? 12. I've played this game for like 12 years. Okay. And I've seen like a million professional games. I've never in my life seen an inhibitor spawn with zero, like, you know how they say that League of Legends is a game of inches, but that really proves it, because it's like anything could have went different. Like, he could have maybe done one more right click to the right or something, and he would have ended the game. He could have done one more left. Anything could have went different.
Yeah, he said, I auto attacked a minion. I shouldn't have done that because then I would have finished. Yeah.
But you would never think that would actually be the difference maker between winning or losing a best of 5 in that close of a game. So I just think that proves like how close League of Legends is and how amazing of a game it is.
So now we have the DRX versus T1, something that no one expected actually, because from PKMs, literally no one expected DRX to win versus Gen.G. Maybe few, but no one has perfect PKMs so far. So what are your expectations for the final?
Honestly, I think I'm a bit of a Deft fan, but I'm also like kind of a Faker fan as well. Because, I mean, if you look back at Faker, right, like, this man, he wins Worlds 3 times in a row. Or no, 3 times in general, not in a row. Yeah, he won it twice in a row and then 1 year later. But he has won the World Championship 3 times. And then he started, like, losing. He went into this, like, really horrible phase, right, where all the odds were against him. People were saying he's washed up, he's not good enough, and he even got like benched at in the LCK games during 2000 and was it 18 or 7? I think it was 18 or 19.
18 or 19.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 18 when he like SKT was like completely off. They didn't make Worlds and they were in a really bad state. But Faker like kept going after all that, and it's just really hard to not be a huge Faker fan and wanting to see him succeed. Like, he struggled for so many years, like in the semifinals of MSI 2019, losing to G2, and then losing like again in the semifinals of Worlds that year when they had the super team. And he's been through so much that I kind of want to see him. I want to see his hard work pay off, and I want him to win in that sense. At the same time, Deft is playing his last competitive year after never making a semifinals for 8 years, which is insane. And he's always been like a world caliber player. And he's been like in so many teams, and he's won a bunch of like regional leagues, LPL, he's won LCK. And him playing, it's kind of like the story of Khan last year, of him like going to military, retiring, and everyone was rooting for him, like, please just win worlds before you go off. But he wasn't able to do that. And I think, honestly, for me, I'm happy either way who wins, because I think it's such a great storyline. Like, this is some anime shit. Like, this
Yeah,
is
it
anime
is.
right
It
now.
is. They're the main characters, honestly. Faker
Yeah.
and Deft. This is their year. I'm gonna give
100%.
you an intro, a TLDR. So IC
Mhm.
is a League of Legends tournament. It's a
Yeah.
Riot Games roadmap for League of Legends in the MENA region, but it's not an esports because we don't have League of Legends esport yet in the MENA. So it's a grassroots tournament, and that's why
Yeah.
whoever wins doesn't qualify to anything basically. But you're the
Mhm.
best team in MENA if you win IEC. Okay, so it's been going on since 2020, so this is the third year for IEC.
Yeah.
This year we had a different format. Usually we would have 3 seasons. This time we had only 2 seasons and a grand final. So there's winner for season 1, winner for season 2, and the winner of the grand final, which is basically the winner of IEC. You know, like the big winner. 10 teams compete against each other every season, and so for the first season we had 2 Moroccan teams, and the season 2 we had only 1 Moroccan team. Sadly, the Moroccan teams, they're not in the top, so that's all you need to know.
Do I need to come over there and make it or what?
Yes, please. All right, so season 1 we had Rat as winners and GK was 4th. Little background, in last year GK was dominating the scene. GK won season 1, season 2, season 3, and the grand final, so they won everything.
Okay.
But this,
what was their roster at the time?
it was the same.
Sorry for interrupting.
It
was the same?
Yeah.
So they've actually been playing for a long time then together.
Yes. These 5 players have been playing with each other for a while. Not necessarily as 5-man, but the bot lane played with each other for more than 6 years. Same thing for like the jungler. You know, like these 5 players, they know each other. They played with each other a lot. So yeah, there is the synergy and everything.
Let me see the draft, because I actually didn't watch the last game yet. So
yes,
let me first see the draft. You want to watch it live together?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So I will, if we take a pause and go back, I will tell you exactly what went wrong.
All right.
So they just, so what exactly did the Anubis do right before this play, right? Anubis? So they were able to kill them on bot lane, right? They got like 3 kills or 4 kills.
Yes.
But what did they use in order to get that?
Their sums.
They used sums. They used their ultimates. So and if you look at, yeah, exactly, and that's the problem, because this dragon does not matter that much. He has 2 dragons, and the game is pretty much GG. But this is the only window that Rad can actually win, because they have ultimate advantage, and they also have summoner advantage. Or MF is about to get her flash up as well. And if they just give this dragon, they're actually completely fine in the game, and they probably win this game. But because they decide to force it, they actually give the opponent a chance to win. And that is actually the reason they lose. And the way Anubis or Rad can play this, yes, perfectly without any risk whatsoever, is they have TP on Akali, and Akali can go top lane, and she can start buffing the wave, because she has no reason to go mid right now and contest the dragon. She can make a pressure point, she can start pushing top, and force the opponents to react to her push. And once they force the reaction, that means that there's going to be 1 less member around the dragon area, which gives them a number advantage, which allows them to get the dragon control. But because they're not pushing top or pressuring the other side, this is just a 5v5, and it's just going to come down to who plays the fight better. And MF decides to make the right decision, and she starts pushing mid and putting pressure that way. And Anubis are forced to probably just give it up, because they have to defend, because they don't want to lose their Nexus. Because if you lose your Nexus, you lose the game. And you can see the excitement from Rad. Like, they know they should not have won that game. And it's like, they're hugging each other, like, yeah. And like, the adrenaline from that is why being a pro player is probably one of the best feelings. Like, being able to get that feeling of a comeback. That's awesome. That was an awesome game to watch. That was cool.